Hey guys, John here with another video. This time I want to do something a little bit different. I got the Costco Shark FlexBreeze high velocity cordless and corded fan. A lot of you guys seem to like my older Costco unboxing and review videos, so here I am with another one. Long story short, our AC broke during this hot summer and we needed another fan in the house in case when that happens in between the AC repairs. So I decided to get this. This was on sale for about $110, which is pretty darn good. And I'm excited to see how this compares to an old fan that we have. So let's get to the unboxing. Alright, so inside the box at the top we have the manual, which I'll set aside for now. And then let me pull out the whole fan itself. I have the included car charger in case you need to use it in the car for whatever reason. This is the normal charger. We have a cover. And here is the little gray remote right there. Go. Here is the fan. And then let me get the base. Base parts, and finally the big base on the bottom. Alright, so unboxed, here we have all the parts out here in front of us, and they should be a pretty quick assembly, so I'm going to assemble it all together onto the base, and let's give it a test. Okay, so I have the base built right here. This is when you want to convert it into the floor mode, but the actual base model actually already has a built-in tripod or quad pod right here that you can already just use to place on a desk like that. So if you want to convert from tabletop mode to the full base mode, you can. And I think that's one of the primary reasons why we got this. Alright, so there we have it. I have converted from tabletop to the full base. This is kind of the height of the fan itself. Here's me for comparison. This is about probably a little 3.5 feet. Is pretty cool. I've never really owned a modular fan before, so the fact that this is able to convert and you're able to actually lift this with ease is actually really cool. Let me get this plugged in. Let's see how well this functions. So you do have kind of a fat power brick. It's like one of these, and it is using one of the circular power ports on the back, so it's not USB A or C powered. Alright, so it is now plugged in. There is an indicator on top right over here that shows it's going to be charged. Alright, so here's the fan, and you can see right now I've plugged it in and it's charging. Here's a helpful info sheet on the top. When it's fully charged, it's going to be white. When it's green, it's anywhere between 50% to 99%, and then orange is 50 to 21%, and then red is going to be all the below that. So have a couple of different functions. You have fan speed, you have boost mode, you can set the oscillation between 45, 90, 180 or off, and then you can also control all of this stuff through the remote as well. So I'm going to turn it on for the first try and let's give it a shot. Here we go, it's spinning. Alright, so currently right now, not too much sound. I believe this is on one of the settings. So let's see the fan speed. So that's 2. This is 3. I can kind of hear it now. And finally, this is 4. Okay, so you definitely hear that one. So I'm gonna switch to, let's try boost mode for maximum strength airflow. I'm gonna hold it down for 3 seconds. All right, it's going 5, it's going to overdrive. Oh yeah, you can definitely hear that. I can definitely feel that behind the camera right now. So after about 20 minutes of cordless use, speed will automatically decrease this save battery power. But if you do have battery and it is plugged in, then it'll just continue to do unlimited boost mode if you so need to. So there is about a 20-minute limit in handheld non-plugged in mode. You can toggle oscillation. So let me see. So this is just the 45 degree. Okay, let me do a 90 degree. There it goes. Okay. I'm going to let it do a full 180. Alright. Yep, it has no problem doing the full 180 half circle. This is about the speed you can expect. I don't think I can adjust the oscillation speed. So this is pretty much the most it's going to rotate. Alright, so to convert it to tabletop mode, you simply have there's a release button right here where the sticker is. Push down with your thumb, and then you just lift up. Just like so. And now, as you can see, the fan is still going. Even though I took it out of the base, it is now operating on battery. And yeah, I can change the fan speed. That's on 4. I can even have it oscillating. There we go. So yeah, this is pretty much plug and play, charge and go. Convert from the ground base onto tabletop. This is super cool and super flexible. Oh, and I just noticed something. So over here on the back, you have a remote storage here in giant letters. So it's not a hidden compartment or anything. It's literally a magnet on the remote to attach to the back. So there you go. It's magnetically attached, and you know where your remote is at all times, and you won't ever have to lose it. That is a pretty clever design choice by them. I love magnetic remotes like this. And of course, you can always control all that through the remote as well. So I can, if you point it directly towards it, I'm changing the oscillation, I'm changing the fan speed on the go. As you can see, the upper is reacting to my button inputs, so you know what is what. There's even an extra button right here to actually change the direction. So not just the oscillation, but also the direction. So I'm pushing it more towards the right, and the fan is moving more to the right on command. So you won't really see this button on there, but of course you can always move it manually as well. It's pretty handy to have on hand. Manual movement, you just hold this little thing right here, and then you can steer it in whatever direction you want it to steer in. And yeah, there's also a variable of tilt on this thing. It can tilt up to 55 degrees up and down. So if you needed to tilt it for whatever reason, there is a bit of tilt built in. Overall, this thing does live up to its name. It's very flexible in the way. And I'm going to even convert it to tabletop mode. And just so you guys are wondering, yes, the original charger and I believe the car charger can also charge this in portable mode. So if we flip this on its back, you can see that this right here, which connects to the base, is actually kind of like a port extender. You can easily put this inside and it just clips on like that. They even have a cutout for it so it won't move about. So you can actually, if you wanted to, even stand it tabletop mode while plugged in. So that's awesome. All right, so I'm no fan expert by any means. I do have a like 5-6-year-old Honeywell fan that I bought for 20 bucks off Target a while back. And while this thing has been great, it's cheap, and it does blow air in 3 different settings as shown on the back. Let's give it a test to see how this compares to this, okay? So I think to be fair, I'm going to test this on 1, 2, and 3 settings because this thing only goes up to 3. So let's try doing 1. All right, so I'll be over here. All right, so I will say with 1, if you guys can see my hand, I pretty much feel the breeze right up to the end of the screen here. With the Honeywell fan, I actually feel it a little bit further, right? So let's say metaphorically, like this fan goes up to here. I think the Honeywell fan goes up to here for the speed of 1, okay? I'm gonna go to 2. All right, so for number 2, I would say they're about equal at number 2, actually. So at number 2, metaphorically, I think they're all about like right here, okay? So I definitely feel both of them. Finally, I'm gonna do 3. Okay, so I stood about 10 feet away in my room, and I actually feel the Shark Power number 3 more than the Honeywell Power 3. So already, this is a more powerful fan than the ones I have. And obviously, this can even go up to 4 and boost mode as well to even go further beyond. So let's give it a shot. Let's see if I can feel it from all the way across the room. I'm gonna do 4. I'm gonna turn this one off. Okay, yeah, I can confirm at 4, I feel this all the way across my master bedroom. So this definitely reaches the whole room, and then it can go even further beyond with boost mode at 5 to go have an insane tornado effect in the room. So this thing obviously wins. It is the better model. So during the unboxing, I also mentioned a couple accessories it comes with. So it does come with the travel cover in case you need to put the fan on if you're traveling, or if you're bringing this around, or you just want to cover it. This does come with kind of a black standard cover that you can use. I don't know if I'll be using this as much, but it does come included. And now another bonus point is they actually have a car charger, which is very uncommon, I feel, for fans to include one for free. But yeah, you can plug this into your car and it should function on the go if you just need to give this a bit more juice, right? Like, and then you're able to charge it and just bring with you to, like, I don't know, the beach, the park, outside, wherever you want to go. Hey, that's an awesome option to have too. I'll probably put this one in my car. And they also have an advertisement for their Insta-Cool misting attachment, which is the first time I've heard of it. It looks like to be kind of something you attach to the front of the fan to be able to produce some mist. You have to connect this up to your hose. I might consider this actually later on. So that's really awesome that there's even more attachments for this fan as well. Alright, so in conclusion, my final thoughts on this is that I think for about $110 on sale, and even not on sale, I would consider this fan for your needs to have a household fan in the house or a portable fan outdoors as well. Right? Like, this clearly beats out a lot of the cheap fans that people might have around the house. It's more flexible in that it has battery built in, it has a remote control on the back that's magnetically attached. You can convert from tabletop mode to full base mode as well. So you could even put this in around your house, right? And then when you need to take it to go or move it to another room, you don't have to move the whole thing. You just take this, convert it to tabletop mode with the quad pod, and then just move it. So it really does live up to its name as FlexBreeze, and I think this is probably the first premium fan that I've owned in this house. So I'm really happy to have gotten this on sale from Costco. This is not a sponsored review. I wish I was sponsored by Shark. I think this will help a lot, especially when AC is broken for whatever reason in your house, or it's just like a really hot day and you just need an extra fan to cool stuff down. This is amazing for the flexibility. A little bit of modularity is involved in the design, and then there's even more attachments to go with this as well should you decide to use them. So I give this honestly a solid 9 out of 10. Of course, only time will tell if this holds up, but judging by the plenty of reviews on this thing and the fact that, like, there's a lot of replacement parts and stuff, I think this will hold up very well over time. And I'm probably going to be retiring this guy soon and keeping this one in the closet. Hopefully that has been a quick, helpful fan review for you guys who are maybe shopping at Costco and wondering what fan to get. This is definitely a really cool product by Shark, and I would highly recommend it. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I know I'm going to be doing a few random Costco videos time to time because we love Costco. We're a Costco family. If you want to see more content like this, please continue to like, comment, and especially subscribe to this channel. We're trying to keep it growing, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. See you later.